everyone. Welcome back to Noteworthy with Nan. We're going to change it up a little bit for this episode. And originally I was going to do a solo episode, but then I didn't really want to talk to the wall. So I invited my friend Beth. Beth, say hi.
Hi.
So Beth is here today, and she's a great New Yorker, one of my good friends. We live near each other. And I thought we'd do a whole episode sort of about our New York City recommendations. I've been getting a ton of DMs lately.
Me too.
And so we thought that it would be perfect where it's sort of like, I'm coming to New York for a weekend. What should I do? So we're going to try our best to sort of run through that for you all. Obviously, New York is a huge town. There's so many things. But we're just going to give you the best that we can and have it hopefully be a good jumping off starting point. As always, we will do a corresponding Substack post. So it'll be linked right in the description of the episode. And I feel like that will hopefully be helpful because then I'll give you the links to all the places we're mentioning. So don't feel like you have to take notes. Just listen and enjoy, and then you'll find the links to everything. But before we dive in, Beth, will you introduce yourself? Give us a little overview of who you are.
Yes, I'm Beth Tomashoff. I'm a new mom. My son Cole is 8 months today.
Oh, he's so cute.
Oh, he's the cutest. I'm also a real estate agent and a content creator, and we moved to the Upper East Side in April. Previously was in Gramercy and Nomad for about 8 years, and we've been loving Uptown.
But I sort of feel like
fun.
Beth and I have both lived in the city for a long time, so hopefully we'll have a good range of suggestions for you. And because she's a real estate agent, I feel like she also is very tapped in.
Yes, know all the neighborhoods. I moved here in 2011 after college.
It's a long time.
Yeah, and then I did a 2-year stint in LA, but I came back.
Yeah, not for us, LA. Or at least, I mean, I actually have never been to LA.
Oh, but
which is crazy.
You have to go.
I would love to go, but I definitely
think you would like it.
Gal.
The West Side.
Yeah.
Okay.
One day I need to do a good New York trip. So we're going to run through what to do over a weekend in New York. Should we first maybe actually talk about let's maybe save that for the end, what you're packing. Let's first just run through a few different things. Obviously, New York is so big. So I've sort of split it up, a plan for us of we'll talk about Uptown, we'll talk about downtown.
Yeah.
We are not going to go into Brooklyn because we know I am probably the worst person to give Brooklyn advice. Some of our other guests have given some Brooklyn favorites, so I will link to those. And then maybe in time, if you all like this concept of an episode, we can come back and do a Brooklyn guide. But I kind of think you can't go to Brooklyn in a weekend of being in New York City.
Yeah, I think if you're just here for a weekend, you need to stick to Uptown, downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so first let's dive in because everyone's first question is always hotels, which I think is a comical thing to ask someone who lives in a city for a hotel recommendation. Yeah. I've never really stayed at New York hotels. Have you ever?
No, never. I mean, maybe when I was younger, but no.
Right.
Yeah.
I have stayed at, maybe my renovation helped a little bit in this sense because during my renovation when I was moving from the West Village uptown, I've stayed at the Marlton on a few occasions. That's in the West Village, Greenwich Village. Tiniest hotel rooms.
I've heard people say that.
Oh my gosh, it's literally the bed. I don't think you even get a chair to put your clothes on.
I feel like that's the thing about New York hotels.
A lot of them are really small. So you've got to think about when you're booking things for New York, what you're looking for. The Marlton's a good price. I think some of the rooms can be under $500 a night, which is sadly hard to find.
I know.
So if you're coming for a quick work trip and you don't need to actually spend any time in your hotel room, the Marlton works. However, do not book it if you are bringing someone in to do your hair and makeup. If your husband needs to sit in the chair and watch TV shows, it's not going to work for you. But the Marlton is one that I've stayed at that I liked. And then the one other hotel, thanks to my mom, that I stayed at once was I stayed at the Crosby Street Hotel in Soho. And that's
cute.
A lovely experience. Yeah. Much bigger room, really big bathroom, renovated bathroom. So we stayed there for 2 nights, me and my mom, during my renovation. Lovely. Yeah. So if you want a Soho hotel, that will be one of my recs. But Uptown, where would you tell someone to stay, Beth?
There's a whole slew right there.
Yeah, we have a lot of hotels uptown.
Yeah.
I think if I was booking a place, I would want to stay at the Surrey.
Yeah, that's new.
I want the newest thing.
Yeah.
I think when you stay at a hotel, you want a really nice, clean bathroom.
Yeah.
All the updated amenities. So I would pick the Surrey. Yeah. All of these uptown hotels, I think, are going to be over $1,000 a night.
They're all expensive. The Mark, the Carlisle.
So I have heard from a few people lately. Yeah. Some people swear by the Carlisle, which is iconic. It has Bemelmans bar downstairs, which we love. I have heard that the rooms are a little dated.
I mean, that makes sense.
It makes sense. And older. The Carlisle, come invite me to stay.
I've never been.
Yeah, we'll come try it out and write our own experience. But someone described it as sort of feeling like you're staying at a Hilton.
Okay.
Once you actually get into the room.
I'm a crazy person about clean hotel. I can't deal with a Rose Hotel?
I think it was my friend April. Yeah, and I will link to her. Like, she was here a few
Yeah.
months back, and she was saying there were, like, used coffee pods in the, like, coffee
Oh, that's
machine
too
that's there.
bad.
And she just didn't feel like it was that clean.
Okay.
And that's, like, a nix for me.
So maybe not that one.
So that's why I really think I would look at the Surrey first, just because that's the newest. So it's
Also, Waldorf Astoria.
but that feels
It's a little bit further, but that's
a little more
really
like
pretty.
midtowny
Yeah.
and like big, and maybe if you're
Yeah.
staying with a big group, but that feels like a
True.
little bit like corporate to me.
Yeah.
But I think the Surrey, I'm sure the Mark is great. The Lowell Hotel is a
True.
great
That's a
little
good one.
sort of one, and I actually just read that that's going to be renovated, so maybe
Okay.
so potentially look into like when that renovation's happening. It
Yeah.
hasn't started yet, but you probably wouldn't want to stay there during that. The Whitby is below the park, so these first few ones that we mentioned are all like true Upper East Side 70s, on Madison. The Whitby is on, I wrote down 56th, between 5th and 6th. So
Okay.
if you kind of want to be
Yeah.
like pretty central, maybe you're going to a Broadway show, the Whitby could be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That is the same hotel group as the Crosby Street Hotel. I've seen some of those Whitby rooms before for like press events.
Yeah.
And they're lovely. Really colorful. Kit Kempf designs all of them, so they're super.
That's fun.
If you have minimal design taste, you might not love it.
Right.
It's a lot of color and pattern. But that could be a good location. And then the one other one that I thought was the Amman Hotel.
Fancy.
Super fancy. I don't even know how much that costs.
No idea.
And I don't know if I would want to stay at an Amman in New York City. Like, is that where I'm
like
going
a
to
destination place?
No, because I think it's all sort of inclusive.
Yeah.
But what I have heard about the Amman Hotel is that you can't go to the restaurant unless you're staying there, or like the food, and maybe even the same for the spa there. So if you happen to like want to be in New York and never leave your hotel,
right?
Maybe that would be the one. And then of course there's like Four Seasons and Ritz and all that stuff. But I think it's sort of fun to say it's something that feels a little more New Yorky and small.
Totally. You want the full experience.
Downtown hotels. I've said the Crosby Street Hotel.
Yeah.
Bowery Hotel. I feel like people love.
classic.
I've seen some of those rooms. I've gone to a few like press things there, and the rooms are super chic.
Yes.
I don't know. I've gotten drinks there. I don't know the restaurant vibe.
I think it's been the same restaurant forever, Gemma.
Oh, is that there?
Yeah.
So I feel like that might not
It's
be
a little
as
old.
Yeah, and I do feel like the entry floor of the Crosby Street Hotel feels very like dark.
Also, that area is a little. It can be hit or miss.
Yeah, it's a little trendy. Like, I don't know if my mom...
It's a little more grungy.
Yeah, I don't think my mom would love it,
Yeah.
let's say. Like,
Yeah.
if you're, like, a prim and proper gal, maybe don't book there. Then Nine Orchard, you mentioned.
I've been there for dinner and drinks and lunch.
And love
Never
any
been in
of
the rooms.
Yeah.
Seems beautiful.
Beautiful. I think that is, though, like, Lower East Side.
That is a little bit more grungy, too. Like if you want, like, a cool...
Yeah.
More cool, hip place, I think probably
stay there. But, like, my mom's not staying there. Like, that would not be her.
Also, Hotel Chelsea.
Yes, it was not on our list.
Okay.
Hotel Chelsea, and I think is a good price.
Yes.
Bad location.
Bad location, but if you walk, like, a few blocks, I feel like you can hit the right
And maybe
area.
depending on, like, if you were doing a work trip and you're at the Javits Center or something, it could be convenient.
Totally. It is convenient. And I heard the spa is really fun.
People love the spa there.
Yeah.
And I like they have a few different bars.
Yep.
I like the restaurants. And I've been to the Madison for Pure Finer.
Yeah.
Actually had an event there once.
Yeah.
I've been to the rooms for a few different things.
I've been in some of the rooms, too, for press stuff.
And some of them have little kitchenettes, which I think is nice.
They're nice.
They're nice.
They're nice in
rooms.
there.
Okay, I know a few people who have stayed there, and everyone's been pretty happy, and I think they can be under $1,000, which is necessary. So the Crosby Street Hotel would be good. I also know people like Fouquet's.
Love Fouquet's. Okay.
I don't know if I would love that location. So that's like getting to Tribeca.
It's a bit west.
Yeah. So for me personally, it would be a little far away from things I want to go to. But if you have a child who lives downtown.
Yes. I think basically when you're booking a hotel, you have to think about all the things you want to do and where you want to be.
Yeah.
Because the worst is good, like wasting time traveling.
So Tribeca, you could have Fouquet's or the Greenwich Hotel. Like one of my friend's dads always stays at the Greenwich Hotel.
It's very nice.
People love it.
Yeah.
For me, it just wouldn't be in a location I'd want to be in.
It's far.
So I would want to choose one of these Uptown ones that we mentioned, or maybe like the Crosby Street Hotel, because that feels very like central to Soho and like kind of you could get to NoHo, all that stuff. Yeah. There's a wide slew of options for you. Honestly, probably most people are going to book on like points through their credit card.
Yeah.
So you might not even be taking any of these tips because those are sort of more random.
It's also New York, and you're not really going to be in your room.
Right. So don't
overthink it.
Yeah.
Just book it and go.
But definitely book it based on like the other things you're doing. Like, are you going to a Broadway show? Where do you want to shop? This could be like a noteworthy tip that is not revolutionary at all. But in terms of traveling, what I like to do is save everything on my Google Maps. So I save like all the places. I mean, even living in New York City, I have so many flags all over my Google Maps. So I save everything. So you want to put in your hotel, put in the restaurants you're going to, put in the stores you just want to walk into. And then you can sort of start to see the clusters of where things are. So you're like, oh, okay, I want to go to a lot of these things uptown. Where are all those dots?
Yeah.
And stretch it out and start to see where you want to stay. I think that really using Google Maps is going to be like
true.
Super
it's
helpful.
Like when you really look at a map and you start walking around New York, you understand it.
Yeah, you have to walk around.
You really do.
Okay, so we're going to start there. You're going to stay at these places. Let's pretend someone's staying uptown. They're taking our advice.
Yeah.
They're staying at the Lowell, at the Mark, one of these places.
Okay, fun.
What do you think they should do?
Okay, so obviously they're going to grab a coffee.
Yeah. And walk through the park?
Walk through the park. Maybe go to Butterfield.
Yeah.
They have great coffee. Ralph's. So fun for visitors.
Okay, Ralph's is like we've all seen. I mean, I feel like every time I see anyone who's coming to New York, they're coming from Iowa to they're like here from DC. Everyone wants to go to Ralph's. I am going to say, like, if you are here just on the weekend, you can't go to Ralph's.
No, you have to go really early.
Yeah. Like, there's going to be a line.
Yeah.
We love Ralph's. We live near it.
I mean, locals go to Ralph's.
Yeah.
But I would say you have to be there before 9 a.m.
Exactly. Like, don't try to go after 9. I also think, like, in the month of December, you can't really go.
Yeah.
There's a line all the time. I go all the time, and I stopped going for the month of December.
What about Burley Bakery? That's a good one.
I think
my one thing with them is they have one size coffee, and it's small.
And it's still like $10.
I know. It's good, though. It's good.
So get a coffee from one of these places, from your hotel, and I think start your day by walking through the park because most stores are not going to open till 10.
No, they're not open.
And I was also, I think, even looking, most of the museums, too, are not going to open until 10. So you really have to, hopefully for your sake, you're sleeping in. But if you're not, if you're like my family, like you'd be up and ready to go. I used to, when I used to visit New York in college, maybe because I was just like in college and crazy, I would usually go to a workout class. I actually thought that was like kind of a fun way to like, that was like when SoulCycle was a thing. So you wanted to go to it. But I do think that's kind of a fun way to test out a city and see the people that are actually living there.
Well, if you guys do Pilates, they have a great place on 72nd and Lex.
Oh, are you going? You've been going there?
I went there this morning.
Oh,
it's called Core Burn, and it's fabulous. Reformer Pilates.
Okay. I'm impressed. You have to take me.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think walk through the park. You definitely want to see Central Park. It's huge. You're never going to see all of it.
It's just amazing.
If you wanted to go if you were farther uptown, I think walking around the reservoir is nice.
Yeah.
But we live a little farther down from that. And so I even just like to I don't know, just walk in 20 minutes and walk out
the ponds.
Yeah.
Enter at 72nd, hit a right, and then you walk around the pond. It's the duck pond.
I think that's perfect.
It's perfect.
So then in terms of shopping, I think the places we're going to tell you to shop are Upper East Side. You can hit a ton of things there. And then we're sort of thinking you should go maybe to the West Village and or Lower East Side, NoHo.
I think for shopping, and I get this question a lot, is like, where am I going shopping? Absolutely Uptown. I think you're skipping Soho. Soho is a mess.
I think that's the key. Do not go to Soho.
It is chaotic.
And it has basically the stores it has are the stores you have at home in your mall.
Yes.
Like it's not, there's nothing that I feel like is only in Soho.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, you have like little designers here and there, but I think that's a skip.
Yeah.
And I think either, depending on what you're doing, Flatiron has some good stores. You know, like your basic, like run into Zara, whatever it is. But I feel like that's a little bit less touristy.
Yeah.
But then I feel like you're either going to West Village or Lower East Side. And I think
so.
Lower East Side is such fun shopping.
And this is why we also neted Beth, because Lower East Side's a little out of Nan's comfort zone. Like I go like to John Darien or something like that. But there's definitely more options. But let's start there. Let's talk about Lower East Side, where you would go. Because I would go to the Lower East Side, and I would go first to John Darien, which is a home decor. I mean, have you been there?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
just checking. Like one of my favorite stores, and he owns 3 stores actually in a row. So you have to go to all of them. The first one's like all his decoupage things, the different plates, all these accessories, and there's some furniture, and then it's sort of like soft goods. And even if you don't have my aesthetic of like overly colorful home decor, you still have to go. It's just cool. Like a heaven.
It's a cool place.
And definitely if you're in town from like Thanksgiving on, I think is when he sets it up. He probably does it earlier than that. Amazing Christmas ornaments.
Yes.
So if you're anywhere related to the holidays, definitely go there. So in that area, I would go to John Darien, and then I'd probably pop into Goop has a store.
Yeah.
Will Johnson.
Yeah. On Bond Street.
Yeah. What else is on Bond Street? I mean, there's other things like Reformation.
Luisa Via Roma.
That's like I mean, some people might not even know what that is. It's sort of like a fancy designer.
Yes.
Is it a department store?
I guess you could call it a department store.
It's European.
They have really cool stuff.
And they'll sell like Phoebe Philo,
Yes.
Kate, all that stuff.
Yes.
Where else would you go on the Lower East Side?
Okay, so I would say I have to incorporate, I feel like the way I shop also revolves around food.
I mean, you have to be going to a few stores and then grabbing a bite to eat and then keep going.
Okay, so say you like got your coffee and you want to start somewhere. This is what I would do.
Okay.
I would go really early and I would go to the East Village and I would go to Mary O's, which has this most amazing Irish soda bread. And she has this luscious butter. It is so good. And then you're going to walk a bit. And You're going to walk to Lower East Side. It takes like, I don't know, 15 minutes.
Yeah,
maybe 20 minutes. And then I would walk all the way to Orchard Street.
I feel like, though, when you're up by her, you could also go to Rosemary Home.
Ooh.
Have you been there?
No.
It is like a little hole in the wall, like probably smaller than where we record this podcast. And it's sort of close to, what's her name? What's that?
Mary O's.
Mary O's. And they have like really, it's sort of tabletop home stuff. So it's beautiful glassware that's like blown in Italy.
Yeah.
That's colorful, cute stuff. Look up Rosemary Home. Again, we'll link to all of this. So then you're going to walk down.
You're going to walk down. You're going to walk all the way to Orchard Street.
Okay.
Start at the top.
Orchard Street, this is why we have Beth. We're giving you two options here. Nan's not going to Orchard Street for like the 2 days she's in New York City. It's a little too grungy for me. It's great. And like if you're cool and young and hip and fun, that's what you're going to do.
Yeah.
But Nan and Toto are not going there. So I'm just prepping everybody. We will be staying uptown.
I feel like it's taken a turn.
And going
like
to Bergdorf.
Slightly less grungy.
Slightly.
But still has that edge.
Which people want. Like you
Yeah.
come to New York for that, totally. But
Yeah.
like that's not what my mom wants.
No.
But continue.
Yeah. Okay, so there's really fun stores there. I would start at the Desert Vintage.
Yep.
There's Susie Condi. There's Pesce.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that
Which
opened.
people love those.
Shoes, right?
Shoes.
I haven't.
The loafers.
I don't have any of their shoes, but I
neither.
walked by when we went to our Say event. I was like, I saw the store and I was like, oh, we need to go.
But that's like the brand where I don't want to buy multiple sizes. I don't want to like do the return thing. I'd rather go and try them on.
And that's like what you should go to when you're in New York.
Yes. They have, just walking on that street, there's a bunch of vintage shops. I can't think of like what
The
the names
Vintage
are.
Twin is
Then
sort
the
of
Vintage
off.
Twin is more towards, it's like slightly towards Soho.
Yeah, and like a little on the side. But I feel like they have a whole jean section that people like.
That is, so when I'm like in dire need of new vintage jeans and with Love Lenny's not in town, that's where I'm going.
Or you should also go to the Consistency Project.
Yes.
Which
oh, yeah.
this wasn't even on my list, but that I approve you going to this area of town for your 2 days in New York City.
Yeah.
If you need to find vintage jeans. Like then you have to go down here to one of these places. Otherwise, no need to go. But the Consistency Project is what I'm going to for vintage tailored jeans other than Lenny. We've talked about Lenny before. We love from Lenny. They're very pricey, and she is based in LA and only does like pop-ups.
Yes.
So if you're coming to New York, I think you should make an appointment at the Consistency Project.
Oh, okay.
You can walk in, but they have told me
go.
before on weekends you basically need an appointment.
That makes sense.
And make an appointment, and that will get you down to this area. You have to go to your appointment, whatever, and then you'll do all these other shops.
Yeah.
And they sell vintage jeans, any size. You walk in, they measure you, and then they start pulling. I think the first time I went, I tried on maybe 20 pairs of jeans.
Okay.
And I think their pricing is better because they don't do as much tailoring as Lenny.
Yeah.
They just tailor at your waist and maybe do the length. But like
do you
Lenny,
get them back same day?
no.
Okay.
So it takes about 2 weeks, and they had me there like because you're local, come back in because if you don't like it, we can tweak it. But they would ship to you.
Okay.
And it's more like $250
Okay.
versus Lenny, which is now like $450.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
Really expensive.
So do that or go to these other places.
The Vintage Twin, you just walk in and they have it's like a Genius bar, I think they call it.
But do they tailor for you?
No, they don't tailor. They might cut the bottoms, but like keep the bottoms.
Yeah,
if
you
that's,
want
like,
the original hem.
But they will, like I think I went in there like postpartum and I tried on 50 pairs and left with one great one. But they're like very helpful.
Okay.
If you know your measurements, you can go in and say this is,
And I think if you're buying vintage jeans, you have to just try on a ton. You have to be.
Don't look at this.
Don't go on a hot day. Like wear your hair up, wear a white t-shirt, and just be
Get
prepared
dirty.
to try a lot on.
It's really funny you say that because a few weeks ago my sister was in West Hampton with me and they have a vintage fair, that like rotating Hampton vintage fair.
Okay.
It was in West Hampton and there was this jean kiosk, I guess.
Oh, cool.
The two of us, I was on the floor sifting through the jeans, like looking at them, and it was just my heaven. That is my heaven.
But it's a commitment.
It is a commitment.
Like any jean shopping.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing. Like otherwise, if you're looking for jeans, you have to like go to Nordstrom and like really be there, or the Bloomingdale's, somewhere where you could just try them all on.
But back to Lower East Side really quickly. There's also Bode.
I didn't know they have a Lower
And
East Side store. Okay, Callmeyer is like worth going to itself, but I would go to the Uptown one. So this is why we have options.
And I feel like there's just go to that.
And then you can do all of that, and then I would maybe go to 9 Orchard for a drink or for dinner. Something like that. So you can sort of get you down the street. There's also that store, Beverly's, that people like, which is sort of, she's like a person that everyone's like interviewing on different things, this shop owner, and it's sort of a funky home decor, not the John Darien Nan type, but a different vibe, but very still cool in itself. Also, there's a place, I have to pull up, this is not on my list. This is why I needed my computer. When I went to the Consistency Project, I was walking around because I was early for my appointment, and there's this cool thing. I think it's on Orchard Street, but I'm going to my map to find my saved flags. A place where you can get photo booths, like a store of all photo booth things.
I've heard of that.
Okay, it's called Auto Photo, and it is on Orchard Street, Orchard and Delancey.
Perfect.
So you also have to go there. It was one of the coolest store experiences I've had in a while.
Fun.
It's a big store that probably has like 10 or 12 different old school photo booths. And they told me that they have the biggest collection of photo booths in one place.
No way.
And one's like a vintage Polaroid photo booth. One's a different one. Some just take black and white little Polaroid like strips. And so you just pay, I think, $12 or $15, sit in them alone with your friend, whatever.
Fun.
And
I want to go there.
You should we should go next. We should have
go.
gone when we had that event.
I know.
Anyways,
next time.
Anytime you're in that area, like anyone has to go to this. I thought it was so fun. I was solo, and I just took the photos myself. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
So you have to wait a few minutes for the strip to print out because the machines are so old. It takes like 5 minutes for your photo strip to come out, and then they obviously get that we all live in an internet world, and they scan them for you.
Perfect.
So I took like the physical copies, but also got the scans.
Yeah.
So those are the things I'd go to in that neck of the woods. But I think if you were down there too, you could sort of swing right or left, depending on which way you're thinking about it, and go over more to like that east side of Soho. What do you call that area that has like the Loeffler Randall, that has like Mott Street? Go over to Mott Street, and there's
more
a
like
few.
Nolita.
Yeah, Nolita, I guess.
Yeah.
That has some other stores. There's a Kuyana. You could go to like Ruby Rosa Pizza.
Yeah, Cezanne.
I love like Thai Diner.
I've never been. Okay, I can't get in.
You can't get it. So this is hard, like about any New York things, about where you're eating.
Yeah.
I think Thai Diner is a really fun, cool restaurant. I think you can make reservations over like 6 people.
Okay.
You're not going to have that, let's assume. So the only way I've ever gotten into Thai, I think usually you're walking in. Yeah. And I would do this if you're just 2 people.
That's the thing about these restaurants. If you go walk in at like 5 o'clock, I feel like you can either get in immediately or go grab a drink somewhere, put your name in.
But don't think you can walk into any of these places at like 7 or 8 p.m. That's not going to work.
They're going to poo-poo you.
So those are some options for you. I think we will like write these all out for you because you can click through, but really put them in your map, find some food nearby, and then you'll walk by other things too that are cute. Let's pivot quickly over to the West Village because I think that's more where Nan would go. Like when I wanted
that's
downtown.
where you used to live.
Yeah, I love the West Village. It's adorable, very like quaint and cute. Feels like you're in a little neighborhood. So I would start. Maybe I love Cafe Cluny, which is a restaurant.
I love Cafe Cluny.
And it's not going to like come up on a lot of your guides. It's like the best restaurants, but it's just a good neighborhood spot.
They have a great menu.
Great menu. I feel like you can sometimes like spot a celebrity in there because it's
definitely.
Like they're just actually eating their meal there in their neighborhood, whatever. And you can just get a good hamburger, get a good salad. So I would maybe somehow like start there. They have a good brunch. You can make reservations too, which is nice. Then I would go to Trove Jewelry Boxes, which is like a little more of a hidden, unknown brand, but they are the chicest jewelry boxes ever. Beautiful. I have one that's like a lacquer navy, tons of different colors. They are pricey. I think like $700, $800. So I wanted one for a really long time, but I think the brand is actually Drew, Australian. And I'm not positive on that, but there wasn't anywhere I could see it in person. And then they opened up the store, which was great. You can go see all their boxes in person, but they also rotate through different small jewelry designers. So they sell some like small brands like Beck Jewelry, I think it's called, or like different things. And then they also do little pop-ups. So that's sort of like feels like a special one-off store that I would go to. And that is not on Bleecker. That's on West 4th. So you're going to like start there. Then you'll turn and head over to Bleecker. You could grab like a magnolia cupcake.
I would.
Yeah.
I would. Or like the pudding, the banana pudding.
Banana pudding is what they're known for, but I'm more of a cupcake gal.
I'm both.
And then go down Bleecker Street. Everything's there
everything. Now. Doen, Sandro.
Heart Jewelry now is
Jewelry.
there. Posse? Posse.
I don't know. Passe?
Also could be Australian.
Troves from Melbourne.
Okay. Drew, my
fun.
tech guy who's here, is Australian, so I always pay attention. Lisette. There's just a
Hill
lot.
House.
Hill House no more, I don't think.
Really? Oh. Okay.
Where is there near? I think they might only be at Rockefeller
moved?
Center.
Really?
I think they closed the West Village.
Okay, interesting.
So things are always kind of changing.
Yeah.
But, now there's a La Lean, though, in the West Village.
Yes, I haven't been there in a bit.
It used to be another store that was like a cute one-off store. So I was kind of sad that the
That is
7 was what
sad.
it was called.
Okay.
So it's too bad. It's like there's just not enough independent
I know.
boutiques. So it's sad when those close.
It is sad.
But it's a good La Lean location. You could try. We love La Lean.
Love.
And it's bigger than their Uptown store because
Okay,
their
'cause that
Uptown
one's
store is
tiny.
teeny. I wouldn't say it's a lot bigger. It's kind of two of the Uptown stores
Interesting.
together.
Well, that's bigger.
I think my favorite restaurants of New York City are in the West Village. Like if you could, Beth, go to one. Like, what are your top 3 restaurants if you could eat anywhere? No problems making reservations.
I love Isodi.
Same.
I love it.
That might
think
be my
that's,
first
like,
choice.
Really good Italian food.
I love the Polo Bar, which is not down here.
Yeah.
But that's just kind of because of the vibe. Like, is the
You're
food
never
that
gonna
good?
get in.
No. You have to book reservations at the Polo Bar a month in advance
By calling.
if you can get through the hold line. Like, I've sat on hold
Yes.
for over 2 hours and then I give up.
Yes. Okay. Other favorite restaurants.
I think for me, it's Isodi, Via Carota,
Via Crota.
and maybe Don Angie, which is also in the West Village.
Yeah, I haven't been to Don Angie in a long time. Via Carota for me is, I don't know.
Not as good.
I don't
People
know why
are
the
mixed.
hype is like the hype.
I think the salad at Via Carota is so good.
Yeah.
Like the green
They have
salad.
a good salad. They have a good salad.
But okay, so for Isodi and Via Carota, you generally can't make reservations. Isodi, I guess, has.
I feel like you can.
But they're harder to get.
Maybe for lunch.
Both of them, I would try to walk in.
Yeah.
So Via Carota, I would not try to go for dinner, and I would just try to walk in
Yeah.
for lunch. And then Isodi, I would just try to walk in. Maybe
Yeah.
go on Resdi, see if you can get a reservation.
Yeah.
They just disappear really fast.
I just love trying new restaurants. I
Yeah.
don't know. Like Chachi's is fun. That's like more, I guess, Greenwich Village vibes. But like say you wanted to do your lunch in West Village and do shopping, you could head over to Chachi's
That's
after.
I like that idea.
Because they have a really fun, I guess it's a little, it's this very cool bar called People's.
Yes, I haven't been there yet.
Okay, my sister went there and said it's just fabulous.
Okay.
She's been multiple times. And she says people who are waiting to get into People's go to Chachi's.
Oh, fun.
So you can put your name into People's, go to Chachi's. They have fun martinis. They have a good burger. And then go to People's.
Bar Pesolino is also like owned by the same people as Isodi Via Carota. So you can put your name in at one of those places. It's a little too much of a scene now for me. But I was just there like 2 weeks ago. I don't even go to the West Village enough. And I didn't realize they've totally doubled. They have now 2 Bar Pesolinos to just have more.
I did hear that actually.
And it actually kind of ruined the vibe slightly for me. Like it didn't feel as special to get a table.
Yeah.
But it's there for you. Order your Aperol Spritz.
Yeah.
I also just have to plug that I do love Buvette.
Buvette's good. That's
especially for
a classic.
breakfast. Go get the eggs, get the waffles. There's also Emmett's on Grove.
Yeah.
We didn't even touch pizza on here because I feel like you could do a
There's
whole
so much good pizza.
New York City pizza.
I think if you're getting pizza, and this is like gonna totally throw off our thing, is
Go to Brooklyn.
Yeah,
I think so too.
Finny.
You think that's your favorite?
I do.
I'm
That's
not.
my favorite.
I actually don't feel like I've tried enough of like the New York City pizzas. Like I need to do like a pizza tour because like Joe's, all the
Joe's is good. I'm like very into sourdough pizza right now.
That sounds. I think I'm like a little too lactose intolerant to try them all.
Okay. Yeah.
I eat pizza, but I like shouldn't, and so I can't. I want to try them all in like one day, you know, so you can really compare them. But my stomach could never handle that.
You know what else you should do if you're bopping around and there's so many downtown locations is Apollo Bagel.
I feel like
I think that's actually very good.
I've actually never had one because I just.
That is sourdough.
Oh, that makes me want to try it more.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I would really say Pop-Up Bagel is really good.
I have mixed views on.
Sadly, I mean,
Pop-Up
it's so
Bagel.
crazy.
I feel like probably a good amount of people listening though might have that in their. They've expanded so much. They have Florida. They have all these different locations.
They really do.
But that could be something that's worth walking to because it's like that goes back to like what are you doing before 10 a.m.
You're gonna get a bagel.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a bagel.
The other thing I was thinking for the West Village, if you are staying downtown or had like kind of that unknown time to kill before stores open, is, I haven't been to it in a few years, but I'm assuming it's still nice, is you could walk to the West Side Highway and then go to that little island thing that they opened. That little,
I've
like,
never been there.
I haven't been in a few years, but I think it's like a little
it's cool.
pop-up like greenery park area that they've built on the water. And I think always the West Side Highway, walking along that.
And the High Line.
Yeah, the High Line. Oh my God, that feels so touristy.
The High Line. I know, but it's cool.
Yeah, go to these places. Like, especially if you're going to be downtown and you need, like, some sort of culture.
Yes.
You should go to the Whitney. It's not going to change your world, but the Whitney moved downtown years ago, and so they have this big location.
It's a nice thing to do, especially if it's raining.
And I also just feel like with my family, I try to do, like, one cultural thing to just make it feel like you're not only shopping and eating.
Yeah.
So you could, if you're doing your, like, downtown day or something, go to the Whitney, pop over to the West Side Highway, Little Island, or the High Line, do all of that before noon, and you feel like you've, like, done something good.
You know what else you could do if you really wanted to go? This is obviously very morbid, but 9/11 Museum.
Yes, you
could start your day down there really early.
And then sort of move up.
And then move up.
Oh, I like that idea.
Because, I mean, I've been multiple times with lots of visitors, and I think it's really well done.
It's obviously such a sad museum, but a very good museum.
Very good.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, so you could go down to One World Trade and do that and then walk up. Mm-hmm. And you could get a coffee down there at Brookfield or something.
Totally. Yeah.
Let's talk about Upper East Side.
Okay, fun. Our hood.
Yeah, our favorite. So if you have, like, just a day to shop, wander Upper East Side, you're not going to get all of it.
No.
But
no.
I like to tell people either start at Bergdorf's or end at Bergdorf's.
I think you should start there.
I think so.
Because that area is chaotic to me.
Right. So go right at 11 when it opens.
Yeah.
So then you can, like, avoid.
Also, you're skipping Fifth Avenue shopping.
We're not doing that.
Unless you have, like, something you really want to
like, you need to try on the Gucci shoes or something like that. Sure. But you can kind of get all of that at Bergdorf's and then move up.
It's chaos to me.
So you're going to go to Bergdorf's, which I could spend all day in. But definitely go to the shoe floor.
Maybe you get lunch at Bergdorf.
I think you maybe do. On the top floor, they have a restaurant, beautiful views where you can look out over the park. You're going to spend a lot of money on a salad.
Except they don't have French fries.
Oh.
I know.
Yeah, it's expensive. Have, like, I mean, but also welcome to New York City. Every meal you eat is going to be painfully expensive. But my mom and I do love to have a meal there because it's just like
fun.
White tablecloths, fancy.
Yeah.
It's on the top floor of Bergdorf's, which you also have to walk around on because that has all their home stuff.
It's so fun up there.
And if you can't make it to John Darien, they have a good John Darien selection.
That's where I got my wedding dress, so I spend so much time on that floor.
All the candles. I love it. They have a good little vintage jewelry corner.
Oh.
I think it's...
You're so good at vintage jewelry.
Kentshire. It's like a very fancy vintage jewelry. I can't afford any of it. Okay. But oh my God, I tried on the most amazing $10,000 amazing earrings once. Like, just look for fun. It's right on the corner there when you're walking around on the top floor. Also go there around Christmas because they kill it on the ornaments.
It's so fun. Or go, like, right after Christmas and everything's on sale.
Yeah. Then I don't go out to all the other floors. Of course, there's some really fancy floors of, like, totally designer.
Yeah.
Fifth floor is a little more contemporary. Has, like, the jeans, the Lula Johnson.
Yep.
I think the shoe floor, though, is where it's at.
It's a good shoe floor.
And then you could go to the basement floor, which is all the makeup. And I think they do have a great makeup selection.
They do.
However, if I had to choose, I think you should go to Zittimer or Violet Grey.
Yeah.
So, like, you could skip that floor because we're going to get you some better makeup later on.
Yeah.
And, like... Maybe like a month or two ago, I went down. I wanted to try like a specific Giorgio Armani foundation people were talking about. And so I went to Bergdorf's basement. There's no natural light there. You'd think like they're selling makeup, so they would be investing in like the same type of lights that we have in our podcast studio. I got home and I feel like they didn't color match me the right way. So like I bought this foundation that's not right. So that also just kind of makes me be like, go to Zittimer's, go to Violet Grey, somewhere with better lighting.
Yeah.
But you're going to start at Bergdorf's. Where are you going to go after that?
I would just start walking to Madison.
Yeah. Ooh, the one other thing I'll say, my dad and I love Harry Cipriani.
That's good.
Like, over the top, expensive, but delicious pasta.
That's right there.
And so that's right there too. So if you don't want like, if you want something that's more pasta Italian, go there. If you want a salad, you could go to the top floor of Bergdorf's.
Yeah.
Either you'd make a reservation at, and then you're going to swing over and start on Madison, and you're right there. You're at Celine. Then you can go into Hermes. I think you have to walk into Hermes because it's just fun to see. You could just take the elevator to the top floor, which is the handbag floor.
I've actually never been.
Into the building or the top floor?
No, into the building.
Oh, I think everyone should just go.
I need to go.
Just to see it.
Yeah.
I'll take you. We'll go with you any day.
Like, not by an Hermes.
You could take the elevator to the top floor and then walk down. They have this big staircase, and no one will talk to you on the top floor, any of the salespeople, because they only want to be like selling their bags to their clients.
Right.
Then you can sort of, the home floor is cool because they have some home stuff, fun to see the blankets.
Fun things to look at.
Like the most expensive wicker trays, whatever. Skip the women's fashion floor. And then like on the main floor is the scarves and all that, which I of course love.
Yeah, love that.
And so just see it. You're not going to buy anything. The salespeople are not going to be great probably, but just fun to see.
Most of these salespeople are going to be mean.
Yeah.
Just ignore them.
They just don't care about you.
Yeah, no.
Which is crazy because most of their customers probably are like these tourists coming in.
I feel like half the time I walk in and I'm in athleisure and they're like,
they don't care. But that could be a whole nother podcast episode.
Yeah, just ignore it.
When I pop in there, there's Manolo Blahnik across the street.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of times I think you can get those designer items at the bigger Bergdorfs or whatever. Yeah. But I love the Manolo store.
It's cute.
I think they have more styles and more sizes than usually you'd find.
Yeah. And now they have like Frank and Eileen near there.
What else?
Still here.
Oh, around this area before you're still in the 60s, Attersea, which I love.
Oh, we went there together.
And so you sort of need to make an appointment.
Yes.
I think they have some open hours, but if you are intrigued by Attersea, I would make an appointment because it's on the 6th floor of a townhouse right off Madison. Make an appointment, and it's a nice way to try a lot on.
Yeah.
Like, don't feel pressured to buy anything. Just try a lot on, and so then you can know your size and whatnot. And the staff has always been lovely. Moving up a little bit, we like to go to Match 65.
Love Match 65.
It's just like a very locally type of, I think it's local.
Yeah, get a Caesar salad, french fries, and a
yes.
glass of wine.
And so just like an easy place to get lunch that won't kill your wallet. Because some of these other places, like if you want to have a really nice lunch, sure, you could go to St. Ambrose. You could go to like
Casa Tua.
Yeah, any of these places. But those are going to cost you like $200 by the time you're done. And so Match 65 would just be a little easier on your wallet. If you haven't gone when you walk to the park, you could go to Burley Bakery for a little coffee.
Yeah.
That's right near Kate, Totem.
Yep. The Row,
like one of the, how many Rose stores are there? Not that many. I also think you should go to the Real Real. I feel like there are a good amount of stores from the Real Real these days, but if you don't have one in your hometown,
it's a good one.
I love to go there to like try on the things that maybe one day you want to buy. So see what Hermes bags they have or jewelry or whatever. I feel like those salespeople might hate me because I go in there so often just to try things on. Not to buy them, but just to like see how it looks on my body.
There she is again.
So you're going to do that. Then you might walk by Ralph's. Mm-hmm. In this 70s area, you could also jump over to Lexington and go to KRB. Have you ever been in KRB? It's a home store. Kate Reinstein Brodsky, I think.
Okay.
It's a very colorful, high-end home decor store.
Okay, fun.
So it's not totally like, Beth has very more chic, minimal taste than I do. Okay. But if you like what's in my apartment, go to KRB. It's like tons of she sells the Lacquer Co., different vases, art by Mary Nelson Sinclair, like a ton of beautiful fabric lampshades, really colorful. It's all expensive. Go just to be inspired. Like take a selfie in their mirror. It's really pretty. It's on, I want to say, 73rd and Lex. So you're just going to pop over for that. Okay. Then you can pop back over to Madison, because then you could go to like the Elise Walker.
I love Elise Walker.
What's the woman?
Tanya Taylor, Veronica Beard. Who else?
What's the woman? Zarina Zabet.
Oh yeah,
that's like
Karina.
Yeah, I'm probably saying it. Her store and Elise Walker, I feel like are too good.
Yeah.
They're a little bit bigger, but like boutique edited. They have a few locations, but yeah, it's a nice edit of things that feels better than just going to the one brand. I love Elise
Walker because you can walk in and like try a floor shirt on.
Exactly.
You know, but you can also like try on like A Goldie jeans, but they also have Totem. It's a whole slew.
And so that's like a nice way to get a range of shopping, because I think the other thing that's hard about New York, it's just individual stores for each brand. Mm-hmm. Then you have to go to Zittimer's, which is on 76 in Madison.
Yes.
Describe it.
It's just like an old school
pharmacy.
I feel like you walk in and you're like in Mrs. Maisel or something.
I guess if you're downtown back to the West Village, we'd have to tell you to also go to C.O. Bigelow, which is like another old school amazing pharmacy. But both of these, when I say they're pharmacies, like are selling Westman Atelier makeup. Like
it's a very upscale pharmacy.
Mason Pearson hairbrushes, like the best stuff. So at Zittimer, you can get your Advil, any of those things, but they also have Chanel makeup. And so all of that's on the first floor.
I feel like it's a French pharmacy on crack.
And they do, people say, sell European sunscreen.
Yes.
Which I don't know if there's.
I need to go there.
Supposedly you can maybe get Anthelios, like the good European stuff there. I don't know how that works, but what's key about Zittimer's is don't only go to the first floor, walk up to the second floor.
Yeah.
Because on the second floor they have the Liberty Print makeup pouches, cosmetic bags that I always post about that everyone, that's like my most click link.
How funny.
People are like, where is that?
Yeah.
Because I think it's not on affiliate networks. Like not
Right.
everyone's sharing it. So go to the second floor, all these amazing cosmetic bags. And then if you're like my mom and love a headband or like a barrette, huge department of like all the hair accessories.
Interesting.
Then they also even have a kids floor. I don't really go up there, but if you go even higher, there's a whole floor of like kids' toys, dress up, all the stuff.
How fun is that?
So it's like a whole little spot.
Yeah.
And then is it around the corner from Zittermer? It might be 1 or 2 more blocks. Yeah, 1 or 2 more blocks. You're going to have the Carlisle Hotel. And then around the corner, you want to go to Violet Gray. So that would be like,
is very fun.
and that's newish. It's only been there for 2 years. And that's a high-end luxury beauty store.
Yeah.
So I would go there. Like if you need new makeup, I would really go there because I think their staff will really help you. You'll have a great experience.
Yes.
I will say when I walked in there the first time, it kind of felt so high end where like you're kind of like, can I even touch this? Like, can I sample that makeup?
Right.
But just be chatty with the salesperson and hopefully they'll help
they want to help you. I think also, maybe I'm like jumping areas, they have a great J. Crew.
Oh, on Madison?
Madison.
Love that J. Crew.
It's the best. You feel like you're in a boutique.
And
But that might be up in the high
that's a little-
70s.
But like we're basically getting there.
Okay.
I'm looking at the map. You're going to
Yeah.
do Laline. You're
Yeah.
going to do Doan, Kalmeyer. Both Kalmeyer stores are pretty small.
They are small.
I do think the Uptown one's slightly smaller.
Interesting.
But then you run into J. Crew. Then we also you could go to Reformation. You could go to Jenny
I
Kane.
have a thing about the Reformation stores. I just hate
Worst
them.
store
I'm sorry.
experience. And
I
now
love Reformation.
They've officially sold. You saw that. They did their IPO.
No.
So
Oh,
now
I did see
it's
that.
public.
Yeah.
And I think it's only going to get worse.
Okay,
Probably.
I can't even shop there.
I like Reformation jeans. And I think you need to try them on in person because their sizing is very weird. I have to size down like 3 sizes.
Interesting.
But I had to literally go find a salesperson in the back to help me. Like, so the store experience is not
That is
good.
so annoying.
But I would keep going a little higher because then you also have Neely Lotan,
Yep.
Alex Mill.
Tucker Knock.
Oh, I forgot about Tucker Knock. How did I forget about Tucker Knock?
Best store.
And like, so the design
So
of
fun.
it is adorable. When you're up there, this is when you have to go to Butterfield Market.
Okay, so there's 2 locations.
But this one's like the better one, I think.
This one's a better one.
Madison.
Yeah.
Get some froyo. So maybe if you like haven't gone and sat in the park, you could get froyo from Butterfield and go sit in the park.
Yeah.
Because at this point, you'll be right
they
near
have
the
great
Met.
salads, too.
Yeah.
Great prepared foods.
And just like good people watching too, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like real New Yorkers who are living there. I don't even know if we totally said. Butterfield is like a high-end grocery store.
Yes.
New York-based. It has the dot cakes that everyone's posting about.
Done.
I think that trend is over, hopefully.
Also, though, they sell Cafe Pana.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that we didn't mention Cafe
We
Pana
didn't
for
mention
downtown.
Cafe Pana.
Cafe
Okay.
Pana is great ice cream.
It's right by my old apartment.
What do you call it? Is that Flatiron?
Yeah, it was Gramercy. It's like in Gramercy Park.
Okay.
Yeah. Lines there are outrageous,
But it's worth
but it's worth it.
For some of these
You
food
can also
things,
order ahead.
Oh, I didn't know
But you have to
that.
get pints.
Oh,
So-
so you can't just get like your
No.
Okay. But Butterfield, yes, does sell the
Pints.
pints. But I don't know if you're buying a pint when you're staying at like a hotel.
Maybe you were just
Maybe you're
like-
that dedicated.
Maybe you're just doing it.
I have some friends who come to New York and order takeout to their room because they
Yeah.
want to try like X restaurant or whatever.
I think it's worth splurging $15 on a pint.
Okay.
Yeah.
What flavor would you say?
Cookies and Pana.
Really?
It's their OG.
Okay. Okay. I'm not that well versed, but I like it
Okay.
all. I do buy it when I go to Butterfield.
But also right by Butterfield is the West Side.
Oh, another good store.
That's a
sort
very
of
fun
more
store.
boutique-y.
Yeah, like multiple brands, like a Goldie.
Yeah.
stuff
I
like
also
that.
like this store called The Edit, which is
Ooh.
a good bit farther, though. You have to get to like 92nd, I
Okay.
think. One of my friends told me she thinks the salespeople aren't that nice. Sadly, I think you're going to find that basically at all these stores. You'll be lucky if you get a good salesperson. And if you are all the way up there, that's really where like people, if you get up there, it's like the private school world. There's less stores in the 90s.
Yeah.
But there's this store called Knockout Beauty, which does facials that people love, and they sell a few unique beauty products. It's pretty teeny store. You don't really need to go out of your way, but if you're in the 90s, it's worth checking out. And then everyone loves that bookstore, the corner bookstore up in the 90s.
Yes. One other thing, mid 80s, I would say, is Madison Fair, which is that froyo
I haven't been there
place.
yet.
Okay, so I went there, and it's actually $15 froyo. And they have 2 flavors. One is pistachio. I thought it was really good.
Okay.
If you're in the area, I would try it.
Okay. Also, there's that I'm looking at my map. Where does it say it is? It's on between 90th and 91st. Glaze,
Okay.
which is like the frozen hot chocolate that people like.
Yeah.
Ooh, and where's Bon Bon? People really like Bon Bon.
Okay, Bon Bon is on Lex. in the 80s, I think.
Yes, that's sort of Swedish candy.
Yeah.
Or I guess it's where you would make a bag of all your different candies that people really like.
Clearly, I have a sweet tooth.
And now we're getting that Mimi's.
I'm so excited for Mimi's.
I don't know when it's going to open.
Yeah.
There's a Mimi's downtown, which is Froyo, and we're getting one uptown, which we're so excited about. But these places are going to have a line.
I know. A little thing about the Upper East Side that I think is worth mentioning is that they have amazing old school Italian restaurants. So if you're really into Italian food and don't want to wait for these silly reservations, go to, I would say there's a bunch. Bella Blue, which is near us.
We love
Bella Blue. Sedamezzo's next door. Go to Lusardi's, which is on 2nd Avenue and 70-something. But also go to Campanola.
I've never been to Campanola.
Okay, that is like very old school. I was just there a few weeks ago. It's on 1st Avenue and like 74th or 6th. They have that try pasta. So you can try 3 different pastas.
Okay, love.
I think it's worth going off the beaten path that
yes. It's nice to like go somewhere.
And then like circle back to Bemelmans for a chic cocktail.
So my thoughts on Bemelmans, which is the bar inside the Carlisle. It's painted like Madeline by Ludwig Bemelman, I think. It's fabulous. It's chic. It's overpriced, but I love it.
It's fun.
I think that it's hard to get into now because of TikTok, maybe because of people like us. It's just everyone knows about it, so it's harder to get into, and there's a line. My brother's coming to town this week, and he's never been, and he wants to go. So I told him he's coming on Thursday. I said, we need to go at 4 p.m.
Yeah.
Like, just go at the time that other people aren't going.
Yeah.
Like, don't wait to go at 6:37. You're going to wait in line. I think go at I think it opens at noon, so you could really go early, but I would go at like 3 or 4 if you really want to go. Then you'll get a table, you can sit.
Should we go after this?
Celebrate the fact that we recorded the podcast successfully. I would. I think that's the time to go. Like, go. I've gone with friends before, like when we're in the middle of our shopping day.
Totally.
So it's 3 p.m. You can get in, have a cocktail, and then go do more shopping.
But that's what's really great about these hotels also, is they have like great little bars.
I have started going to the Surrey's bar. I didn't know they had.
Is that affiliated with Casa Tua?
They kind of have some Casa Tua. It must be. But you walk into the hotel and the bar's on the right and Casa Tua is on the left.
Okay, I think that's like their lounge.
Yeah, and I didn't even know they had a lounge. And it's nice.
It's good.
And there's space to actually sit because I think sometimes it's hard in New York. Like the bar at the Mark is really small and there's not a lot of good seating. So it's hard to say to a friend, like, let's meet for a drink.
Yeah.
Because a lot of places you can't actually get into.
Annoying.
So I think the Surrey lounge could be a good place to meet. I went with my friend Katie the other week, and they do have a menu of some food, but we were like, oh, it's Casa Tua food. We want to get Italian. We want to get pasta. And they didn't have any pasta.
What?
But we talked them into giving us pasta.
That's criminal.
So they were like, it's not on our menu, but we'll ask the chef. And I think it was a weeknight.
Weird.
And they did get us the pasta.
Very weird.
So just try to get it.
I also think Chez Fifi is fun.
I have never been there for dinner. My mom's dying to go. Like, I think next time she comes to town, we're going to go.
You should go. It's good. It's really small.
I've been for drinks, which was actually like a fun, I mean, there's not a lot of room for drinks. Fun. But it was a fun place to meet someone for a drink, and it's on the second. You go up to the second floor and get an expensive cocktail.
Yeah, I've seen some like New York housewives there.
One place we also, Beth and I both love, is JG Mellon.
Love.
We haven't talked about.
Love.
Very old school. That's where
I go there probably every week.
You're gonna get a burger. They only take cash, so you have to have cash, and because we live close, Beth gets the takeout, which I didn't even know they had. I will just go on a whim and sit at the bar. Yeah. But usually there's some sort of line.
Yeah, usually. But it like moves fast.
Yeah.
People aren't
It's fast food. Like if you get a burger and you get the French fries and maybe the chili. Are you a chili person?
Yes, but I don't eat red meat.
Right.
So they have a fantastic turkey burger.
Okay.
And they also have little sandwiches. They have club sandwiches, some salads, but like, why are you going to get a salad there?
No, don't get a salad there.
They have
love
dessert.
it there. We could go there after this.
We should go there.
Let's do that.
Okay.
I need
lunch.
Let's
do it. But like, if you want to, I don't know. Trying to think what else there. Cafe Commerce.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd like want to go there if I was coming in from out of town.
No, but I think if you can't get into other places, I would recommend going there if you're like staying uptown and like want something more like sit at the bar quick.
Okay,
but
agreed.
Also really good. They have great branzino. I'm obsessed.
I saw your story though. I don't think the cake's that good.
No, it's not good.
And so this restaurant has birthday cake on the menu, which I think is such a fun concept.
Yes.
And sometimes you're out, like I go with Sarah Letterman and Tara and our friend Katie's. Like it's a fun place if you're with 4 people, like split a cake. But it's not that
It's
good.
huge.
It's a huge piece of cake and it's not that good. And like, it doesn't feel like it should be hard to make birthday cake.
I know. But I will say, I know my husband and I were like really disappointed. I will say if you go for brunch, so say you want an easy brunch, I'm not sure how easy it is to get in, but they give free cinnamon rolls.
And those
are really good.
Oh my gosh. I thought that was delicious. I went
Yeah.
for the first time the other day because I wanted to try the cinnamon roll. That's
Yeah.
great. If you're staying up on
I
the
would
Upper
go
East
there.
Side, make a reservation, go there for brunch. Those are kind of our spots.
I think one other thing, like if you have time to kill, get a blowout.
That's a good
Go
recommendation.
to Spencer's and get a massage.
Yes. Get a blowout. I like because there's so many salons.
So many. And
You'll-
they're usually all fine.
And you'll like feel like you look great for dinner. It'll last you through the rest of the weekend.
And they're $40 maybe.
Maybe 60.
Maybe. 40 to 60. If you have cash, less.
Okay, yes. I have a few other notes of like random. We didn't even, I mean, we're almost out of time, but like we didn't even talk about, yes, of course, you can go to Broadway shows. There's so much you can do in New York.
No.
But we just feel like we're more experts on the shopping and the
Yeah.
eating. I do think one thing I've done before is we love, like my mom and I love flowers. So we've gone to the flower market early
very
one day.
fun.
So
Yeah.
that is on 28th Street. And you want to go there at like 7 in the morning. So that's a good thing to do if like
Yes.
someone's awake early and you don't know what to do. You can go and it's for like it's a wholesale flower area, but you can go with cash and buy beautiful peonies, buy the cut flowers yourself.
What else?
Oh, I mean, when we've had friends visit before, we've taken the ferry to Brooklyn, which is like a
Yeah. Oh, I
fun
love
thing to
that.
do on a nice day. I've one year walked the Brooklyn Bridge with my mom and Holly. I'm not sure I'll do that again, but
Not
like,
in the heat.
yeah, but that feels like a New
Yeah,
York
it
thing
is
to do.
fun.
I mean, we could be telling you to like go to the Statue of Liberty, but I've never done
Don't
that.
do that. Yeah.
I don't
You
really
could
like.
take the ferry around the Statue of Liberty if you want to.
Or I think just like take the ferry from the east
Take
side.
the ferry and just ride the ferry.
Yeah, to Brooklyn. Like use it as your transportation to
Yeah.
Brooklyn, and it feels like a fun event.
Totally.
Take the subway, use Ubers.
You can totally take the subway. I love the bus.
I'm not taking the bus if I'm
I
here as a
love the
tourist.
bus.
I
I
love the
know.
bus too, but like I think that's because we live uptown. Whatever. I'm not. That's like too complicated for tourism. But I think totally take the subway if you're here as like a tourist.
You can.
And like Ubers are easy, cabs are easy.
I also say, like, why don't you see what concerts there are?
Okay, yeah, you're better at concerts than I
I
am.
love going to a concert.
That's a great idea. And definitely go to a show. I just get overwhelmed by
Me too. I
Broadway,
have no
but
idea where to start.
you can just look up what's like the latest thing to do.
Should we talk about what to wear quickly?
Yes, what
Do
to
we have time
pack.
for that?
Let's say you're
I
coming.
get so many questions about this all the time.
we don't really have time, but we're just gonna make it
Okay,
longer.
so it's just like, what am I wearing? I'm coming to New York for the weekend.
And let's angle it that like this episode's coming out right at the end of August. So like what
Okay.
you're wearing in the fall.
Perfect. I would say absolutely layer.
Okay, love.
And you're going to wear comfortable shoes. And you're probably going to wear sneakers. I
Wear
hate
sneakers.
to say it.
No.
I hate to say it.
Because at least sneakers are like on trend enough that it doesn't automatically make you look like a tourist.
Yeah.
Which sneaker you choose could make you look like a tourist, but a lot of people are wearing sneakers, so like it's
I would just
okay.
wear them, you know.
Wear them with jeans and just power through. But pick a cute kind.
I wouldn't overthink it. I would
yeah.
do like vintage Levi's, t-shirt, have a light sweater.
I like to wear a crossbody bag when I'm traveling.
Crossbody
So
bag.
like a new Chanel bag.
Yeah, that's my new purchase.
So that's like when we took the ferry to Brooklyn, like back in May, I was wearing jeans, sneakers, a white long sleeve shirt, and my Chanel crossbody.
Yeah, long sleeve. That's a good idea.
Sunglasses, obviously.
I would say for dinner, like my go-to outfit in the winter, I guess, and fall too, is a chic blazer.
Oh, love.
Great denim,
Okay.
and like a little kitten heel, and a fun clutch.
Great.
And like a t-shirt. I'm always in a t-shirt.
I think like I would be wearing jeans every day. You can go anywhere
Yeah.
in jeans. No one's gonna like. You won't feel not dressed up enough. People
or
wear
like
anything
wear
in New
Donny
York.
pants or something.
Or like at night, maybe I'd pack. I love to pack my Laline Colby pants.
Yeah.
So that's what I'd maybe change into at night because you could wear that out to a nice dinner, to your Broadway show.
But also, I think early September, I would say like, I don't know, a cute little skirt and like a little cashmere sweater.
Yeah, like a good cardigan. I would probably pack. I definitely always pack my Hermes shawls. Those are like my go-to packing item. One thing I love to pack when I travel is like a reusable tote.
That's a good idea.
One that you'd
Yeah.
get from Laline or one of these places, but I like to like put that inside of my crossbody bag so that maybe depending on how much you're shopping, like it can cover your first 3 shopping trips. Like you don't need the
Yes.
bad shopping bag. You can just use that.
Yeah.
And it's comfortable.
Yeah.
But comfortable shoes, wear sneakers, and maybe like one pair of ballet flats that you can. I can like walk around in my Margot flats. Like I know those
Yeah.
are comfortable enough.
Loafers, maybe.
Yeah,
Ballet, I
like-
mean, I love ballet flats, as you know.
Like my Gucci loafers, I can actually walk a lot of blocks
Yeah,
in them.
true,
Don't
true.
wear a new pair of shoes. Wear a pair of
No,
shoes
no,
you've
no.
already worn.
Yeah. And I guess like for dinner, it depends like what you're doing. Are you taking an Uber? Are you walking?
Yeah. I think those are the things. A light
Those are
jacket.
the things I would say. Look at our Instagrams.
But if you also- right.
what to wear.
Also, if you're coming in September, it's still going to feel like summer.
It
Like,
will.
you don't
It's gonna
even
be
need a
really hot,
jacket.
which is why I say layer.
Yeah. But everyone will have the AC on in places. So you sort
Yeah.
of do always need that cardigan sweater.
Yeah, you really do.
We'll make a little edit of what to wear, but hopefully this
fun.
like covers the gamut or gives you a starting point. Ask us questions. We will do a Substack with everything that has links or at least the names of all the places that we mentioned. But Beth, thanks for doing this.
This was so fun.
Also, let me know what you think of this format of episodes, sort of being
Yeah.
more on a theme. It was so fun to have Beth on, and so we can
Always
have more
feel free
like
to
this.
DM us.
Yes.
If you have questions.
If you're looking to rent or buy in New York, DM Beth.
Girl.
Yeah, and so we'll be back next week with a new episode. Thank you so much for listening to Noteworthy with Nan. To support the podcast, please subscribe and leave a comment on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts. And as always, we will be back every Thursday with a new episode.